tool OneKey Bluetooth tracking tag can easily be attached anywhere, allowing users to track their tools and equipment from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Here to tell us more about this new product is Mark Kelly, Senior Manager, Product Marketing at Milwaukee Tools. Thanks for joining me, Mark.
Thanks for having me, Amanda. Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. So can you first start off by telling us a little bit more about OneKey and what's innovative about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So OneKey for us is something that we call unlocking the digital job site. So it's our ability for not only our tools, but other devices to connect via Bluetooth and then be basically connected through the cloud from there. So anything that has OneKey has a Bluetooth module in it that allows you to connect with your smart device and unlocks new capabilities like tracking and customization.
Very cool, very cool. So how did this product come about?
Yeah, so back in 2015 is when Milwaukee Tool first came out with a lot of these OneKey products, started with our drills and impact drivers. And the whole point of it was to allow more customization than we've ever had before with our products. But we also knew that the future of the job site was a connected job site. So this kind of speaks to where we think the industry is going in general with having the ability to connect to tools and unlock more functionality than just doing, the applications it was designed for. So one of the biggest things that we hear about is theft and, not knowing where your tools are. And those are all problems that can be solved with OneKey technology in the product.
Great, great. So did you have a chance and maybe a bit of time to kind of walk us through a demo of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to
Great.
go ahead and just share my screen here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to open up our OneKey app, and this is a free app that you can download off of the Apple Store or the Google Store as well.
Okay.
And once you download the app, you can set up a username. So you give your email address and some quick information about yourself, password and username, all that stuff, and log in. And then the first thing that you're going to be able to do is in the top left corner here, you can actually search for nearby Bluetooth devices. So I'm here in our headquarters, so there's a ton of Milwaukee devices nearby.
Yeah.
But next to me here, I have just an M18 field grinder that's got OneKey in it. And I'm going to connect to that tool now. And the first thing it's going to ask me to do is if I want to add this to my inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I just hold my phone next to the tool, and it's going to connect and add this to my inventory.
Oh, great.
So at this point, no one else should be able to connect to it, all that sort of stuff. So the first thing that you see here is that there's ways that you can organize this. So you can put in some general information in here, where you purchased it, how much it was. You can attach a receipt, that sort of stuff. You can also keep records of service. If this is something like our M12 digital torque wrench, that would be something that you would want to have a service record on that you could look up in the future. You can also assign it to a person, a place, a division, all those sorts of things to be able to quickly identify where your tool is. So I'm not going to go through that right now, but those are all features that you can have. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to the tool now.
Okay.
So the first thing that's on here you can see is that I've got the barcode information of the product. I've got the model number, the name of the tool, and I also have a last location history. So I can pull up a map here, and the last time that my tool connected to a device that had the OneKey app was, today, just now. And
Right.
you can see here that we're at our Brookfield headquarters. So this is great. So
Cool.
imagine you bought one of our impact wrenches that have OneKey, and for some reason you come in at work the next morning, you're not able to know where it is. You could pull up your app and try to see where the last location was on that.
Nice. I can
Yeah,
see that being convenient.
yeah, it's great. One last feature that I'm going to show here is that you can actually report your tool missing. So I could go in here and put it as missing. And what that's going to do is start looking for this product. And next time that this tool comes in contact with either my phone that has the OneKey app downloaded or someone else's phone that has the OneKey app downloaded, it's going to send a signal to the tool to lock out and prevent the tool from being used. So it kind of turns it basically into somewhat of a paperweight. So that's also a nice feeling to be able to try to track your tool down at the end of the day and look for it, which is a pretty cool feature.
Well, absolutely. I mean, especially, not just misplacing tools, but like you mentioned earlier, theft, so this is a great way to just feel better about your tools being safe. That's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. There should be one more feature in here. Might not be able to make it happen, but you can also have it lock out. So if you're going to lunch for the day or during the day and you had your tools out, but you didn't want anybody using your tools, you can actually connect to it and lock it. And during lunch, you know that nobody's going to be able to come up and grab your tool and use it on their application, because we all know when someone sees a cool tool in the box, everybody wants to come over and try to use it. So this is a great way to prevent that from happening as well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, so just to close off, our readers and viewers, they're all professional automotive technicians.
Yep.
So they're always looking for ways to be more productive in the shop. Can you maybe just give us a rundown of how OneKey accomplishes that?
Yeah, definitely. So if you look at some of our OneKey devices that are in our impact wrenches, so one of our products, the 2769, is a 1/2-inch extended impact wrench, and that's designed for tire applications. So it's going to prevent you from over fastening a lug nut on a bolt or on a wheel. And if you think about if you were to over fasten and have some sort of incident down the road, there's a lot of liability that you don't want to be associated with. So having an impact wrench that prevents you from over fastening or under fastening, and then following up with a click wrench at the end of the application, allows you to work more confidently and also a little bit faster and not have to worry about pulling out a torque stick or anything like that. I think the other big benefit here is that if you're a customer who has a lot of Milwaukee product, staying organized and knowing where your tools are can help you be much more efficient. So if you're going to go out to a job site, you can say, here's all the tools that I'm going to need to do my job, and knowing that they're there and have the confidence that they're not missing. I think that's another really big thing that prevents people from having downtime looking for their products in the shop.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Mark, I think that was great. That was a really good overview of OneKey, and I can definitely see this being useful to a lot of our viewers. So thank you so much for taking the time to show us that today.
Yeah, thank you, Amanda. Anytime. Appreciate the time.